I don't know where to begin. I mean,
You can begin with how you're feeling right now.
now, okay. Uh, Cold. Um, Cold and yeah, cold and a little frustrated.
Okay. Yes. See, it's always nice to start with now, isn't it? Yeah. Just to realize, just to acknowledge where we are right now. Yeah. So, Brother Ethan, please just take a gentle breath for me. Let's breathe together, yes? You and I. And as we breathe in, acknowledge that this breath that we are breathing is the same breath. Even though we are miles away, it's the same ether that we are living in, that we are experiencing in. That's it. Feel your body nestle, feel your body ground. So it's always nice to see you. My heart flutters whenever we make contact. I was very happy when you send me the video of you on the beach doing your qigong. It was very joyous, and I could see that there was, a young child or someone next to you, and I could see that they were sharing in your joy. Yes. And now, as we are sat here facing each other in front of these screens, yes, we are separated by space, but what we are sharing right now is time, the present moment. And in the present moment, there is no distance. Yes. So together, as we breathe, feel that breath enter your temple. Feel your temple rise and expand. And all we're doing is we're leaving the door open for the breath to come. And as the breath goes, sigh, Brother Ethan, sigh. Just a gentle sigh. That's it. Just a gentle sigh will do. Just acknowledge that breath coming. As a friend, we embrace this friend. And the friend shares space with us within our temple. But likewise, when the breath goes, it's a friend that goes. So we let our friend go freely. We do not try to hold on to them, trying to keep them in our space. We allow the breath, the friend, to go. Because we know that they will return. And once again, the breath returns. And all you are doing now is just watching this breath, this friend, come and go as it pleases. And the brief moment that the breath or the friend shares time and space with you within your temple, you acknowledge these moments. Very joyous, but likewise, you must also remember to let them go. Just let them go. And you will feel more free and more expansion in your own self, your own temple. You learn and you are acknowledging and reconfirming to yourself that you are but a beautiful space, like a medium, a crystal, a beautiful crystal, one that allows light to refract through you. You're like a window or an opening or a doorway. Yes. Just sigh. The reason why we sigh is we remind ourselves that nothing is for keeps. Like a lover that enters our life, everything is magical. Everything is so beautiful, isn't it? When we completely give ourselves to love. But then we must remember, like the breath, we do not own the one we love. We do not own the breath that we breathe in. We must allow it to go. And this is why we sigh. Yeah, this sigh is like an acknowledgement. It's like a little hug that you give yourself as you sigh. Oh well, never mind. There's more loves out there. There's plenty of air to breathe. Yes, so we're reminded always just to be open within ourselves. Yes. I'm very thankful that you contacted me, Ethan, brother Ethan, because I have been thinking about you. Often I have people, they will email me and they will mention your journey, and they have said that you have inspired them. And I say to them, just watch. Many of them, sometimes they try to be like you, but they can't. I tell them, you can't be like Ethan. Ethan is on his own journey. You are on your own journey. We are all on our own journeys home. Yes? This journey that we are experiencing now, my brother, it is but a journey. And it is a journey home. But as we become more aware of this, we start realizing that the journey is also home. Yes, there is no destination. You are the destination. So I tell these people that you cannot be like Ethan, because everyone is their own journey. Yes, you can be inspired by brother Ethan, but you're not him. So I remind you now, brother Ethan, that whenever we share space like this, I know it's because you need some reminding. And I tell you again, no regrets, my brother. No regrets. Yes, when we share space and time here today, you know that I always remind you there's no regrets. What has been done has been done. What will be done will be done. And always, it is about what is happening now. And the more you acknowledge this, you realize that now is always now. Whenever you feel any disarray, my brother, it is because you have been forgetting to allow the breath of life to go through your temple of flesh and blood. So today, when I first saw you online, my first reaction is to embrace you, because I miss you. But as I virtually embraced you, I felt that you was holding on. You had things that you needed someone to remind you just to let go. Yes. As you said to me that there's many changes have happened. And this is true, because life is forever changing. But the constant, the thing that remains the same, my brother, is the way you perceive it. There is this thing that watches what we describe as the beholder. The beholder has no body, my brother. And you will become aware of this, that this beholder has no judgment. It is but a witness. So when you, my brother, and I, the avatar, known as Tao Chi Kai, and the avatar known as brother Ethan, whenever we feel sad or down or any of these things, we must remind ourselves that we are but an avatar, just a character. We're just a character playing in the story, the history of our experience. When we remind ourselves this, we take a step back. We take a hand off the steering wheel. We take our hands off the reins of the horse, and we allow the body just to settle. We allow the breath to come and go as it pleases. And when we do this, the character now becomes more humbled. It realizes that there is nothing really to worry about, because it is in possession of a body that does everything by itself. And when we acknowledge this, slowly but surely, we start noticing that there is something watching us, watching the character that we play. And that thing is what we describe as the beholder. Some cultures call it Atman. Some call it Christ consciousness. Whatever you want to call it, some people call it God, whatever you want to call it. Just know there is something that is always watching without no judgment. So if you ever feel alone, take refuge in what I have just reminded you, my brother. But whenever our body feels in disarray, be reminded, yes. So what I often do, so today when I messaged you, I was towards the end of a therapy session. So I was here on the floor. I normally have the massage mat on the floor here. And I was reminded, oh, I have a meeting soon with Brother Ethan and I need to message him. So I spoke to Rosie and Rosie said, okay, I understand. So I messaged you. And then when the therapy session was over, I tidied the mat. Rosie gave me a hug. She said goodbye. And then I changed into these clothes. So I was still sweaty, about half an hour ago, I was still sweating. But what I do, Brother Ethan, to prepare myself to be present, to share this moment with you and with all people, even before Rosie came here, what I do is this, my brother. I start watching my breath. If I can't not see my breath so clearly, what I do is I consciously close the door. I close the door until the breath knocks on the door. Let me in, let me in. And eventually I must open the door, and then straight away this breath comes running in and embraces me. It fills my whole body. And when it comes into me, I let it come in. I let this breath of life fill my body, my temple of flesh and blood. And I start allowing it just to come and go. And eventually what happens is I start to So what happens now is the breath comes and goes, but I allow it to express itself as it goes. The body, my brother, is an instrument. When we allow the door to open and the breath to come, all the body wants to do is to express The body becomes like a dance, like a play, like a symphony. Yes, whenever I hold on to a certain posture, a certain gaze, I'm no longer allowing the body to express itself. This is what we call depression, compression. But if I just if I just allow the breath to come in slowly but surely, the body starts to blossom. Yes? So when I is ah, oh, ah, you just breathe. And as the friend goes, in the beginning is a sigh. This sigh is very solemn, it's very sad sometimes. It's like, oh, I miss you, I don't want you to go. But you after a while the becomes after a while it becomes then it becomes then it becomes then it becomes So you see, my brother, nothing is forced. Nothing is forced. When I speak to you, it's always a metaphor. This is the only way that the present moment can speak. The present moment cannot really converse linear. It can only speak in poetry or song or metaphor. So when I say, open the door, allow the friend to come, embrace the friend, but you must also remember to let go of the friend. We only share space, like two birds flying together. You remember this image, isn't it? I cannot fly if I am trying to be your wing, and you cannot fly if you are trying to be my wing. So likewise, when we let the breath come into our life or a friend into our life, we share, but we must also allow them to go. Yes? And in the beginning, there is tears, there is sadness when something goes away. And after a while, it becomes a sigh. But this sigh here, you could feel it reverberate through your being. The body is an instrument, isn't it? And the more it reverberates, it starts reverberating around the heart, around the lungs, and then towards the throat, until it becomes Aum. 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 But in the beginning, all it is just a yes. Because the breath, my brother, in the beginning, when we are sad, when we close the door, the amount of airway that we allow the breath to come in is very small. But if you start becoming conscious of allowing the door to relax, let the door relax, let a opening appear slowly but surely, the breath, the friend can come in a bit more. Yes, it's the first breath, it's only here. Second breath is a bit wider. Next breath gets a bit wider, and then wider, and then wider, and then wider, until the door is no longer any door there. It's always just an opening. Om, beautiful Om. And that's it. Yes. So, Brother Ethan, let me ask you a question now. Because I miss you, I want to know about your life. I see at the moment it's like you're missing a tooth. I need to know what is the story behind this.
Cricket, cricket, playing cricket.
Did it make you laugh after?
I was laughing until I saw what had just happened, and it was all bloody, and I was like, "Oh my God, this is bad."
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you play cricket with many people? How many people was you playing with?
So we are in a league right now. I
Awesome.
started playing a couple months ago, but it's gotten serious.
Wow.
Yeah, it's gotten very serious. Yeah.
uh, it makes me so happy, you know.
Right? Yeah.
Oh wow. So I'm not very familiar with the game of cricket. I only know very basic, of was it leg before wicket. I just know things like
Uh,
that.
yeah.
but
Yeah.
you enjoy this game, yes?
Yeah. Yes. And I had to curb it down a little because it was taking a lot of time and I was spending too much money on it. Um, but I love it. It keeps me in line in so many ways.
Good.
You know, I can't do things that I like, certain things that I have to rest. I can't, um, you know, drink and party or do other
Good.
things which are detrimental. So I like that. It keeps me in line.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun. A great group of guys.
It's amazing. It's amazing you found a bunch of people you could just hang out with, isn't it?
Yes, I think that was
Yeah.
that was very important for me. Um,
Ah, good. That's so good. Brother Ethan, so early on I mentioned that I have people email me and they speak about you in my emails. Do you have a message? Do you have anything you would like to say to them? Is there anything you would like to share directly to the people who have been inquiring about you through email and also through comments as well?
what can I say? It's been an amazing journey for me. Um, but if I'm honest, I will tell you that it is only a beginning because every step of the way there are things which are unimaginable, which will pull you down. And if I'm being completely honest here, the reason I'm here today is because of you know because I have so many questions like before. But then I just got reminded, I just got reminded again that these questions and their very nature. And so this is a journey, and you know you have to be steadfast. There will be times when your resolve will be tested every day, every step of the way. And my message is that to be present, be yourself, take it, take it one by one, day by day, uh, breath by breath, and yeah, just enjoy the process. You know, People around you, it will. It seems so many times that the life has happened for and that is one thing I've seen a lot of, recently, life happening for me. Um, Yeah.
Thank you so much, brother Ethan. Because people message me, but I say to them, like I said early on, you're not Ethan. You must go your own journey. But thank
Yeah.
you for that message. It's going to help lots of people, and like I say, you've inspired many people. And I know that I always say to you, I'm not your teacher, isn't it? I'm not your master. No, I'm your equal. I'm your brother. And these moments that we spend together is healing for me as well. Because whenever I'm reminding you, I'm reminding myself. I must, be very. I must say this often. I say to people often, I'm not a teacher. I'm equal to everyone. And when we spend this time together, we are just reminding each other,
Yeah.
just be
One
present.
thing, one thing I can say that, like whenever when I started this meeting, I had questions, and then as soon as you start speaking, I'm reminded, okay, self-honesty. There's the answer.
Yes, that's it. Thank you.
Yeah, that's
Self-honesty.
that's that's that message that comes to me immediately. The relief I feel is from that self-honesty.
Yes. So you remember our
And a
very
lot of
first
things.
meeting? Yeah, our
Yeah,
first meeting was about self-honesty.
yeah,
Yes. It can be hard because, as we know, our ego, what we believe ourselves to be, it tries very hard to believe that it's real. So it becomes very fragile. But when you become honest, whoa, the ego becomes humbled. When you become very honest to yourself, you start realizing that you need to be more nice, more compassionate to yourself. Very important. Brother Ethan, so now that we are speaking, you're feeling better, isn't it? You have been reminded of the self honesty. Yes, you have also been reminded to be mindful of your breath, of the door being open. Yes, be mindful of keeping that door open. So when I express myself, it is because I'm always allowing the door open. Whenever I am massaging or working on the floor, I cannot do this if I'm always tense. I cannot give if I am trying to take, and I cannot take if I'm trying to give too much. So all the time is about being open and being in the present moment. Now there is no give or take. There's only sharing the now, sharing the present moment. You know this very well when you play cricket, my brother. How can there be a cricket game if once you catch that ball, you do not throw it back? Very simple, isn't it? Likewise, how can you continue playing if you run, you stop running towards the other side. You just want to stay one side. You need to go forwards and backwards. So you understand this, isn't it? It's the present moment. That's where the game is. That's where the play is. It's always in the present moment. We see this when we are playful, when we are having, in quotes, a good time. We're not thinking about the time. We're just in the present moment. But one who is too egoic, one who is too worried about if they are looking good while they play, they are not playing. One who's too worried that, oh, maybe I'll make a mistake, they are not playing. Yeah, so likewise, when we are self studying, because this journey, like I say, everyone has a journey back home. Everyone has their own journey home. This journey in the beginning, it seems almost like we're stumbling. We're like blind mice. We're like birds with only one wing flying in circles or maybe bumping into each other. But it's only because we don't know why we are here. And remember, I told you this, I tell everyone, you're but a character. Know this, embrace this. Now you are a character in your life. So now you know why you are here. You are here to celebrate your life. So there is nothing to be worried about, nothing to compare with. So you live each moment, each breath as a celebration, as a dance, as a sing. Yes? When we are dancing, there is no destination. I'm not dancing to anywhere. I'm just dancing. When I'm singing, I'm not really singing to anyone. I'm singing to everything. Yes? So I just want to remind yourself and the viewers this. Yes, so there is no competition. You are all unique in your own beautiful and wondrous ways. My heart swells, because me and Brother Ethan now. Brother Ethan, I'm speaking direct to the camera, to the viewers now. Myself and Brother Ethan, we have been on this journey now for coming up to 2 years. It's been long. It's been some time now, isn't it, Brother Ethan? And even though we have not met in person, just these time that we spent here has brought us closer. So what I'm saying with yourself at home is you can watch these videos and feel close to us. If you are very honest within yourself and watch these videos with honesty in mind, in your heart, you will not be alone. You will not feel alone. This is what we call like the brotherhood or the sisterhood or the familyhood, whatever you want to call it. And this thing you feel here, you will feel with other people that you might meet in your everyday life when you practice self-honesty. Yes? This family is a family of self-honesty. And you will meet many other people out in the world who resonate like this too. If you practice it yourself, you will resonate and attract or gravitate towards others that are practicing self-honesty. It's joyous, and it's a wonder. And I say to people, I say this quite romantically. When I pass over, I will tell people that my life was like a summer's day. I danced through life, and every word that I spoke was a song. You see, there's nothing to be worried about. Even those moments when you feel you are down, just remind yourself, hey, I'm just playing a character. I'm just playing a character right now that's feeling down. Embrace it. No regrets. Enjoy playing that character that's feeling down. Whereas, wow, it's the story, it's the film, it's the poem, the sonnets of your life. Enjoy it. But likewise, it's so beautiful when we share. Yes, it's not about giving and it's not about taking, it's about sharing. Just like what I said to Brother Ethan when we were speaking in the beginning, when you take that breath in, me and you are breathing the same ether, brother. Whew. If that doesn't make you feel united with the rest of creation, I don't know what will. Yes? When you cry, those tears that you're crying, wow, it's gonna go towards the same ocean. You know? And when we smile, man, geez, bro. See, you set me off. You set me off, man. I'll tell you, I love smiling, So here's a beautiful thing to remind you, Brother Aoife, and for those who are watching today, ask yourself this. When I look into the mirror, does the reflection smile unless I smile? Yes? So the answer is no. You must smile in order for the reflection to smile. So when I smile now, it makes you want to smile. If I practice self-honesty, it's going to inspire you to practice self-honesty for yourself. Nothing to prove, nothing to compare with. Just being honest to myself. And when I'm being honest to myself, it means I'm being honest to you. That's all it is. And when you do this, you become a family. It's that simple. Yes. Doesn't matter how old someone is. Doesn't matter what their title is. Doesn't matter if they're a king or a lord, or if there is someone who lives on the street. when we approach people with self-honesty, it breaks down many barriers. And for those who are afraid of it, it's very obvious when someone is afraid of honesty. If they're afraid of it, then so be it. I walk away. But I walk away back to you from a different direction. Yes, I say to people this, when I walk away from you, it's because I'm walking towards you from a different direction. I'll give you time. One day you will feel for yourself how it is. Yes. Brother Ethan, please let me ask about your family, your mother and father. How is the relationship now? How is it going?
It's getting better, I could say. It's so of recently something that has they're concerned about finding a partner for me, and so it's been fun last couple of months. Um, yeah, they look forward to that part of getting me married and things like that. So, but parents, they're doing great. They're healthy. You know,
Good.
both my parents are healthy. Um, a couple of months ago, my brother moved back into the household. So
Oh wow.
yeah, so that has been a big change. He's he's great, amazing, great energy. So a lot of changes with that. Uh, but very happy to have everybody close by.
Mm, that's good.
Um,
It's good. So eventually you will be like a flock, flock of birds flying together. That's good.
yeah,
It's a good feeling.
it's very good feeling, and I'm happy to have everybody here and sharing their strengths and building things together, working towards things together. Not
Mm.
easy, but I like this idea of being together. Yeah.
Yes, that is really good. Warms my heart when you tell me this. It also shows in your being, when you feel a part of something, there is this blanket of security that you wear. We see this often with young children who are loved. Likewise, we are older children who feel loved. So it's good. Family is very important. For myself, family is very important. I mentioned the family of self honesty. So if you do not have any family, practice self honesty and you will find others that are self honest and you could become their family. But family is very important, isn't it? Like I say, we are born, we experience this life alone, yes? We are born alone. We experience our birth alone. We also experience our death alone. But what is really important is that we share this aloneness together. Some people are afraid of death because they're afraid of being alone. But if you surround yourself with people who love themselves as well as loving you, when it's time for you to go, it will be like you going on holiday. You'll be lying there. I'm being romantic here, but you can imagine you'll be lying there surrounded by people who are saying, hey, have a good trip. I don't know where you're going, but I'm excited for you. And if you reach there and I come along after, save a good seat for me. Pour me a drink when I get there. This is why it's very, for me, family and friends and community is very important. Very important. I often help people when I can. I help people who are homeless, people who have no family. And it always reminds me of how lucky I am. Yes, I'm very, very fortunate. We are very fortunate. So if you have no family, practice self-honesty, practice self-love, practice being in the present moment, and you will gravitate and attract those who are in similar states of being, and you can form family like that or form friendship like that. It makes you think what kind of friendships you want to have. Yes, there's many forms of friendship, but family is very important. It is those people that you want to be there when you go away. That there is for me family and good friends. There are also those people that you will be there when they go away. Yes? So for those viewers at home, if you ever feel that you are having problems, whether or not you want to keep a certain group of friends, ask yourself this. Do you see yourself being there when they go away? And can you see them being there for you when you go away? This here will let you know if they are very good friends or family. Whereas we have acquaintances, isn't it? We say hello to the postman. Hey, I always say hello to my postman. I'm like, hello, sir. He's an acquaintance, you know. And if so be it, you know, one day I might become a close friend, but to me, he's not someone close. He's a close acquaintance. But if I hang with some friends that get me into trouble, that get me into turmoil, I must say to myself, are these the type of friends that are going to maybe send me away earlier than I should? That's the truth, isn't it? That's a very honest thing to ask yourself. This is why we practice self-honesty. Because when you practice self-honesty, brother Ethan, as you are aware, no one can really control you now. You cannot be controlled. It's true, isn't it? Like you taste something, and for you it tastes, it doesn't taste too good. But someone says to you, eat it, eat it. Who are you going to believe? You have to believe yourself, isn't it? If something doesn't make you feel right, there you must practice self-honesty and say, it doesn't feel right to me. And it helps as well, brother Ethan, if you say it out loud. There's no harm in it. Remember, we're singing. If I'm happy, I'm singing, I'm happy. If I'm sad, I'll sing, I'm sad. That's just being honest. But everyone knows what's happening, isn't it? Yes. So when I say to you, like, my heart swells when I see you, brother Ethan, I mean it from my heart, you know. When I say to someone, right now you're making me feel uneasy, I speak straight to their heart, and they know straight away, they can feel how they are making me feel. There is no guesswork here. I'm being very honest. You're very honest. I'm liking your everything about you. You're looking very, very ripe, brother Ethan. Yeah. It's just that, remember, when you feel in disarray, just like I say, if you cannot see the breath, close the door, consciously close the door. Do not let that friend in. Because right now you don't know if you want him in, or you don't know if he's in or out. So you consciously close the door. But after a while, the friend will knock on that door, bop, 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 and you must open the door. Woo, the breath comes rushing in, or the breath comes rushing out. Yeah, sometimes we've been breathing in and not breathing out. So when you shut the door, the extent of where the breath should be reveals itself. Excuse me. And as the breath starts coming and going as it pleases, freely, slowly but surely, your body will start to blossom, start to expand. The temple of flesh and blood will start to express itself. Yes, it's less compressed, less depressed. Yes, practice. Practice. And the more you do this, like I said early on, eventually you will understand what we mean by the witness, the beholder, the thing that just watches. Yes, the thing that was there before you became Ethan. Does that make sense what I'm saying? Yeah, when you was first born, you was not Ethan, but there was still something watching, I promise you. This is what we call the awareness, intrinsic naked awareness. That thing was there from the moment you was conceived. The more you just allow the breath to come and go, allow your ego just to recognize that it is a character, the more it becomes humbled, then slowly but surely the beholder reveals itself. But just hark my warning here once again to those watching and to Brother Ethan. When that time comes when the beholder reveals itself, remember these words: the beholder is also you. You must become very humble, very, 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 very humble. Remember, no one's better than anyone else. I must remind this, but some people, from my experience, I'm talking from my experience, when I was becoming aware of the beholder, I started seeing myself as a beholder. But what happened now is that beholder became the ego once more. You understand? The ego is very clever. You can never truly grasp what the beholder is, but it is the thing that watches. So I'm just giving you a heads up, a warning now. But continue just watching. Just be present in the moment. Be present. Be joyful. Yes. So, Brother Ethan, it's coming now time that I must finish this because I must make dinner for my wife who's ill. But Brother Ethan, it's so joyous to see you. My heart swells, really swells, and you're doing so well. And thank you so much for sharing early on the message to the other people who ask about you, and also to those who may watch this in the future. Brother Ethan, this mortal heart loves you. Many blessings to you and your family. And please continue being the wonder that is you. Until the next time, Brother Ethan. Om.
Thank you, God.
Blessings, my brother. See you. So there we have it. That was Brother Ethan, who I'm always so happy to speak to like this. And to you, dear viewers at home, wherever you may be, whenever you may be, I hope you learned something new about yourself. Until the next time, I am the avatar known as Tao Chi Kai. Om.